3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the No BS podcast, where we talk about anything and everything and sometimes nothing at all.
Yes, sir.
My name's Brad.
My name's Sane.
Joining us today is our first official guest.
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah Jordon.
Bro, the one and fucking only.
I knew you were going to say some shit like that.
I was like, yo, this is going to be a good episode. From last week when bro pulled up, I was like, this is going to be a good episode when Jeremiah pulled up.
It's either going to be the greatest episode ever or it's gonna be the reason why you guys are no longer.
Now tell them what you said. Tell them what you said about. Tell them what you said.
What'd I say?
About having you as a guest on the show.
Bro, I'm gonna be the best fucking guest you guys ever had.
You hear that,
Hands
y'all?
down,
you hear that, y'all? For everybody who's been asking
down.
to be on the show, mind you, we only have one episode out. Second episode is done. We just gotta upload it. This is the third episode. Everybody who's been saying that they want to be on the show, remember what he just said. He is going to be the best guest on our show.
You gotta follow up with me.
Follow up.
Yeah.
But like with that being said, if you would like to be a guest on the show and you live in the greater New York City area and you're willing to take a trip out to Queens, by all means, hit us up. Drop a comment down below. Hit us in the DMs. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes. So let's talk about our week. How's your week, bro?
Where are we at? Wednesday right now? Mm-hmm. Midway through, hump day.
Hump day?
The week's been good. I've just been working on a lot of music. Yesterday I did, not a podcast, but my brother is doing a show on YouTube, or like a YouTube channel where he'll have like, him and his boy will challenge each other to make a beat or like a song. Mm-hmm. But they'll have to like give themselves like criteria that they have to hit, in order to like be eligible to like win or whatever. So the one that we did yesterday, I worked on the song over a few days last week. The first criteria was you have to use some sort of negative harmony or have an element of like negative harmony in your song, which I won't go into too much detail about and like what that is. It's not as complicated as it sounds.
Please go into that, because
it has to do with like inversions of chords and like taking like, to my understanding, taking like notes and chords and like viewing them on a circle of fifths and then translating them on whatever's like opposite on the opposite end of like the circle. I'm not like too versed in it. It's not as complicated as it sounds.
Did you understand that?
It's basically
I'm just listening right now.
It's basically like, all right, I could be wrong on this, but so say like your first chord was like a C major 7. I'm fairly certain like the negative harmony of that would just be like a C minor 7. But like as your chords start to get more complicated and you add like more obscure notes into your chord, the true negative harmony of said chord might be a little bit more complicated than just that. I mean, C major 7's pretty like, it's a pretty like common chord for the most part.
Crazy, bro? How all three of us are singers, but I don't know not a damn thing about like
music theory,
bro. I don't know about like notes. People be like, no, that's the C. What you say, the C major 7? I'm like, where'd the 7 come from?
It's just the 7 comes from like the last note in the chord, which is, you know what? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not the authority.
Just play the song. Play whatever you're gonna do on one of these episodes, and tell them what
like,
it's about.
And then
I'll show you guys it later. And if you're interested in checking out that project, it's called the JAJ project. Just another joint project. They're on YouTube. Definitely check them out. I'll drop the link in the description
below. Bitch.
So yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. I got hit up to do a verse for some artist in Dallas.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, he hit me up. He sent me the song. He's got a hook on it from another artist who he's collabing with, who actually recently passed away. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Mo3.
Yeah.
You know Mo3?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I hadn't known who that was. Apparently he passed away. Rest in peace. He's pretty big down there. He's got a pretty big following.
Bro, he's like that nigga was like, he wasn't super known to like super like mainstream, but out in Texas, bro, when I went out to Texas,
oh word,
they were bumping him, bro. They still bump Slim Thug. Like, Slim Thug is apparently still big down there. He's the one that's been putting on the Loud Fest that happens out in that area, bro. So I'm like, damn.
So it's definitely like a Dallas scene.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, without giving too much away, like, you know, I'm working on that for him right now. So hopefully that pans out. But yeah, that's kind of been my week in a nutshell.
That's fine.
What's up? What's up with you?
I'm the guest, but you, if you want me to go second, well, all right, cool. No, but my week was calm. It was nothing too crazy. It was just been working, you know, and just been trying to find other ways to like gain different sources of income and shit like that. Cause you know,
shit is hard out here.
The things that I like are very expensive. For real, like, you know,
like
fucking recording with Brad, like,
keeping it a stack.
Yeah, you know, my son, yesterday's price is not today's price.
You
feel me? So it'd be like that, and I respect it, I love it, you know, but that's why I have to work hard. So music is something I like, you know, recording and, you know, making songs. That shit is expensive.
Mixing, mastering.
Yes. Fighting, also like fighting. Word. That's expensive as fuck too. Gotta buy gear. Gotta make sure that I'm fucking good.
That's definitely something I would love to get into when I got a little more bread.
My man's just told me that he's trying to drag me into it. I gave him the emoji, the laughing emoji with the little sweat coming down. I was like, yeah, alright.
If you're trying to get into it, let me know what's up. But definitely put you on. And last thing, hands down, the most expensive thing. I know you guys could definitely vouch for this. I like going on dates with women. That is so expensive as fuck out of everything.
Oh,
it's embarrassingly expensive.
Do you always pay on the first date?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
absolutely.
You have to.
I know we're in a day and age where it's like 2020. We're in 2022. Jesus.
Nah, I agree.
2022.
Yes.
When did that happen?
I know.
I agree with that ethos. You know, I'm definitely a little bit more old-fashioned, you know, in regards to like dating, but yeah, I mean, that seems to be a conversation people are having now, so I'm like, okay.
But I will give you this. So I do like to, whenever I'm on the first date, how I know a chick, at least for me, is like main chick material. When I'm on the first date, we got to do the dance. We have to do the check dance. I'm going to pay on the first date, but we have to do the check dance because think about it, like that's the nicest she's ever going to be to you. That first interaction, that first date. Yeah. So if she doesn't even do the dance with you, like it's just like, okay, are you really looking out for my best interest or are you just really in it for me? So that's why when I do the dance, I'll like, and if we don't do the dance, I'll be like, noted. We just fucking. That's it. like noted.
Noted. Heard it.
Yeah.
Or you could just be a free meal ticket for her too. That should be happening too.
Because that do be happening. Some shorties just be like, I don't know where I'm gonna eat tonight.
But you know, I'm
this nigga trying to take me out on a date. All right, cool. I'm gonna go with him.
Well, of course you gotta be smart with it. You know what I'm saying? So if we if we're clearly vibing off each other, and I know that like guys specifically aren't the best as far as social calibration, as at least I think women are way better at social calibration than guys are. Yeah. But I try my best to be like, okay, it's clear that like the energy and the vibe here is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and because I feel that way, I think that like it would be in my best interest. Like I think I could see this kind of going somewhere. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay for a date. But if we just not fucking with each other at all, and I'm like clearly don't like each other, I'm be like, bruh.
Yo, you trying to go half?
Ain't no trying to go half.
You trying to go half?
We going half. We going half.
All right, cool.
You ever had a chick pay for you on the first date?
On the first date? No, not on the first date. I've had chicks pay for me plenty of times, but not on the first date.
I have a lot of stories, but I can't recall a time where she paid on the first date.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I was just asking.
Yeah, nah, me neither. So yeah, nah.
I mean, I feel like if that type of shit is happening, you dealing with a boss ass bitch. No cap.
Nah, no cap. Like, no cap. If you take out your wallet and you like, all right, boom, I'm gonna.
And she's really
just like, nah.
She's like,
put that
I
away.
got this.
What you mean, put that away? Nah, put that away. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pay. She's like, no, I'm gonna pay. I got you. You know what? I'm not gonna try and fight you 3 times.
Listen.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you another time. If you insist, all right, cool.
I don't know. Listen, controversial opinion. I'm Big Daddy J. So I'm paying for the first date, whether you a boss ass bitch or whatever. I'm paying. I don't give a fuck if you're making 6 figures.
I respect that.
I'm paying on it. So she's gonna be like, "You gonna put that away." I'm just gonna pretend I did not even hear her.
It's also 2022, man. You know, like sometimes.
So it's a very progressive era.
We're trying to flip the script over.
It's a very progressive era.
I'm an old man. I don't do it. No. No. I'm paying on the first date.
Alright, say that. But yeah, no, you're right. That should be expensive.
Yeah. So yeah. So I've been just working a lot. I've also just been, I'm constantly writing songs and shit like that. So that's like a regular.
Yeah, nah, you're really dope. Yeah. To anybody who doesn't know Jay, definitely we're gonna drop your socials and everything.
Yes.
But this guy is an amazing singer, songwriter. Me and him go way back outside of music.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a really, really, really talented dude. So definitely tap in with him. Whoever's tapped into this, definitely tap in with him. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I work with a lot of people, and dude, I don't know anybody like who can write a fucking hit, like a hit.
Like a hit, bro.
Like you, like in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, like.
Yep.
He'd be on some like speed run type shit.
I appreciate that.
Nah, that shit is fire, man. That shit is fire.
Thank you.
This nigga diverse. He be talking about me, and I'm like, nope. I know people that write songs way faster than me.
Right.
And those songs will be.
And it's
like,
not even.
What?
It's not even just like singing verses. It's like, yo, if you want the bars, he'll give you bars too.
He'll give you the bars too.
Yes.
That's a big fact.
I highly appreciate that.
No, of course, bro.
A lot of people.
If there's one thing about me, bro, is like I'm all about paying my flowers, bro.
No,
yeah,
you gotta give somebody their flowers if they deserve it, bro.
No, thank you. Because a lot of people don't like to,
Don't say the flowers on your hat.
Oh, I'm dead. I didn't even catch that.
A lot of people in real life, they'll be like, Jeremiah, you're so cocky and you're so like I don't want to give you compliments. So I'm so used to giving myself compliments. So to hear other people give me compliments is very pleasant.
You have to.
You absolutely have to, bro.
You have to.
People who feel that way are just like insecure with themselves. If you want to be cocky, and it's not even really like cocky, like they're seeing it as cockiness, but it's really confidence. Like I have that confidence. It's a perception thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have that confidence in yourself because you know what you can do. You know who you are. You know who you are as a person innately. A lot of people don't know who they are as individuals.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things about it is that, like, I don't mean to, like, threaten anybody when I, like, come off that way, but it just so happens that, like, it does. So, whenever people are threatened by that, at least to me, it says more about that person than it does about me. Because I would never, I would never be like, because I am cocky, arrogant, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I'm also like, I would never put nobody below me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never be like, that person is beneath me. Like, I think I'm humble enough to be like, all right, yes, I am the shit, but I think you should think you're the shit too. You know? So.
That was a bar.
Feel me? Like,
that was a bar.
You know, what the fuck do I know? You know, I'm only the greatest man in the world. So, like, whatever. Don't listen to me. Like.
But my week was busy as fuck. It's funny, we shot last week's episode, and then the day after, I flew to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta from Thursday till Monday morning. There was a bunch of like events and stuff going on out there. QC, the label, yeah, they were in every event that we did. There was a QC affiliate in the building.
That's opportunities right there, bro.
Like, I had the opportunity to be able to shoot and still perform and still be able to be introduced to these people. It's not like I kind of had to walk up to them, because to keep it a stack, I'm awkward as fuck. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm good at what I do it, I do it well, and then I go back. Like, I go back to being a regular person.
Yeah.
Like, I step into the realm of where I need to be, like, when it comes to, like, to performing. Mm-hmm. Like, I step into the realm of where I need to be, and then once I'm done, I'm back to, you know, me being who I am innately.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm working, when I'm shooting, I'm just shooting. Like, niggas don't really be talking to me because I really just be in my camera. Like, I'm just working. Like, I'm working. I'm not really expecting to be talked to unless you're like, hey, how can I get this, or can I work with you or whatever. So other than that, I'm awkward as fuck, bro. I don't really be just going up to people and talking to them. Like, I really am at a place where I am Gucci being Dolly, bro. Like, I'm good being by myself in any setting. Like, I could be in a club by myself, dancing by myself, Gucci.
That's
happy.
good though. I mean, you should feel that way.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people struggle with that, with being by themselves.
You ever take
I know I
yourself
do.
on
I know
a
I
date?
do sometimes.
Oh, I take myself on dates all the time, bro.
Yeah.
People, bro, when I tell people that I go to the movies by myself, they're like, what? You go to the movies by yourself? I was like, nigga, yes, I don't give, bro, even if I take somebody on a date to see a movie, I'm really going for myself.
Right.
I'm taking you to see a movie that I want to watch.
It's like, yo, you want to experience this with me? Like, while I experience it for myself? Like,
I think those are the best dates. Like, those are the best dates, hands down. Because I'm just like, you know, we about to get into it. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but a lot of guys do not know this. A lot of guys do not. They'll be like, all right, what is a good date that I could take a girl out that she'll enjoy? My friend, the best date you could go on is the date that you want to go on. You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
And if she wants to go,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just do it. And if she likes you enough, she's going to fuck with whatever date you're doing. I'm telling you, I have gone donuts. We went out to get donuts and make out in Union Square with rats running all around us and shit. And one of the best times I've ever had. It sounds weird, and I'm telling
romantic
you have to.
Yeah, that's New York romance.
I'm dead serious,
bro.
For real.
Donuts and making out in a park with rats running around.
For real, dead ass. Yo, I'm dead serious,
why
bro.
wouldn't you want to do that?
And then and even the
like who wouldn't want to?
And no, but because it's not really about the date. It's about who you're with. You know what I'm saying? So if she fucks with you heavy and she likes you and likes the man that you are, then it doesn't matter. You could have a date in your goddamn trash can for all that matters, and she would still be like,
Oscar
this is
the
incredible. You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Yeah. Like I've gone on dates where I've done things that are like out of this world for women, and they have not worked out successfully because I came in with the mindset of like, okay, what can I do to impress this girl? But if I'm like, I'm going on a date with myself, and she just so happens to be tagging along, those dates more than likely end up pretty great. But like, yeah, going on dates with yourself is definitely like good practice for that too. So
definitely.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead. My bad for interrupting your week.
Nah, it's cool. I was trying to keep my empanada away from Obi. Obi's here again today, guys.
That shit.
Yeah.
But you know, it's too much going on, so we can't really have him around the area. But other than that, then you know, then I went to like the actual QC DJ event, and that showed me a stage that.
Is that good?
That's not good, but it's okay.
Is it recording?
That's not recording. That is. But the rest of my week, since we circling back to Wednesday, Monday I came back. As soon as I came back, one of my mans was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna be in the studio like from 6 to 11. Like, I want you to pull up." And I'm like, "Which studio?" He's like, "You know where I'm going. I'm going to Josh." That's who we all go to. That's our guy. I was like, cool. That's like 10 minutes away from me. I'll pull up. We just there creating vibe. He got some song called Aphrodite.
Oh, I love it already.
Bro, it has such a like Adventure Time regular show kind of feel. Like I'm like, bro, if you put this bitch on TikTok, I promise you, this shit would pop. This is some sad boy shit that TikTok loves. Like, just put a little, and he's not even on TikTok. So I was like, bro, if you just make like a little short video, and you like a little short music video, it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Just like do some fucking keyframing, zoom in, zoom out, some real simple shit. Just put the lyrics on the screen, bro. Your first TikTok video might go viral, bro. I was just like, yo, you need to market this properly. So I was like, let me catch some behind the scenes video for you, because he's like, I don't got no content. I was like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. The name of the game is content, bro. Content is king. If you're not putting out content, your page will not grow. The algorithm will not fuck with you. You will not see your likes. You will not see your comments. You will be getting like 10, 15 likes with thousands of followers, and you'll be like, what's happening? If you're not dropping consistently. Content is key. Even if you have something like a music video, chop that bitch up. You could have like 4 different scenes without even showing the full video. 4 different scenes. That's content.
It's true. That's why I enjoy a lot of the long form content like this, and like music videos and like YouTube, like longer YouTube videos and stuff like that, because then you can take it. You're putting all the effort into just like doing this one thing, but then you can actually like make like a week's and a half worth of content out of it, and, just from that one session.
We can make so much more content from just the first episode.
Right. Right. We still have, like, even from the second one. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton from this one that we'll be able to promote,
there's going to be a bunch. I already love this episode.
Months from now.
Yep.
I already love this episode.
Yeah, let me check the audio real quick, just because
I heard some shit, too.
I don't want to fuck up.
Why would I do that?
What'd you do?
I went like this to do the tape, forgetting that there's a whole empanada in my hand.
Oh, you dropped that.
This shit said...
Oh, yeah, you man. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we back.
So ATL was good to you?
Yeah, ATL was good to me, man. ATL, I met a lot of people. Did a lot of... It's crazy because I didn't do a lot of networking, but in my eyes, it was a lot of networking because, like I said, I really don't go up to people. I really don't like just talk to people like that. But it was cool. ATL was cool. Came back, went to the studio. Then yesterday, chilled with my shorty. Spent the rest of the day just catching up on mad work. Cause I kind of just been like moving, like just capturing, and I haven't had time to just like drop what I need to drop and edit it and work on it or whatever. So yesterday, I was just at my shorty because I use her computer because her computer faster than mine. I was just like, just editing all day until like, I didn't even realize like 9 o'clock pulled up. I was like, oh shit.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, bro. I was just like, oh shit, it's 9 o'clock. I was like, all right, let me save this. I was like, do you want to watch something before I leave? And she was just like, yeah, let's watch an episode. We actually watched the first episode of Peacemaker. That shit. I think it's funny. It hasn't really picked up yet because I only watched the first episode. It's weird. It's very weird. It's as America as you could possibly get. like it has all like the.
We needed that show.
It's so dumb. Like John Cena.
Did you watch the movie?
I did watch
that
the movie.
Was fly.
I
quite enjoyed it.
I still haven't seen it, bro. My bad. I know I said I was gonna watch it. I haven't checked it out.
I like it. That movie was fly.
That
movie was great.
Bro, and if we're putting it up against the previous Suicide Squad,
yes, it's golden. fucking golden.
That's golden, bro. Golden. That movie was amazing. So the fact that John Cena got his own little series now, I was like, go off, nigga. I was like, go off, nigga. I see you trying to be like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Nah, you don't see him. You can't see him, bro. You can't see him.
Nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it like the fucking Rock. Isn't he the highest paid actor in Hollywood right now?
Yeah, he is. I don't know if he still is, but I think last year he was, and the year before he was.
He's killing it, dude. He's absolutely crushing it. And he's just like, dude, he's just such a like.
The fucking Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the ideal person to look up to in my opinion.
He's a gentle giant, bro.
Right.
Yeah, he's he doesn't like from what I've seen. He doesn't provoke. Like he's not one of those.
From what I've seen in
Shut up, Siri. See, you be listening. I hear you, FBI agent. The hell was I saying?
He doesn't provoke.
Yeah, like he doesn't seem like the type to provoke. Like, you know those big muscle head dudes, they're like, yeah, man, I'm big as fuck. I could do what I want. I could push you around.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like that type.
Right.
Like, and that's dope because he could be. And he uses that. Like, he knows he's big as shit, so he uses that as kind of like a joke. Like, and I think that's dope because, like, just like how Kevin Hart has to use, like, make, like, jokes about his height. Yeah, nigga, I know I'm short. Kevin Hart is, like, really short. Like, you know...
He like 5'2"?
He's like 5'2", 5'3". You know, you and I would consider ourselves, like,
kind
of short.
No, yeah, I'm short. I know what it is.
Yeah, bro, like, I know what it is.
In the Philippines, I'm average height, but unfortunately, I'm in America, so I'm short.
Yeah, I'm black. I do not play basketball. I'm not tall. I ran track. That's it. I'm fast.
I played basketball, but I don't know why the fuck I stayed 5'6", dogs.
Yo,
bro. What the fuck happened, bro? I was good too. I was really good, and then I don't know. They were just like,
you still ball?
Not right now. No, I know.
No time.
No, long time. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. If you, I could probably get back into it, and like, if I shot around for an hour, I would get my jump shot back.
That's like the one thing, like, as a Filipino, I feel like I did not get, bro. Like,
you want to play ball?
I mean, like, I tried. That was not nice.
Hey, man.
I like handball. I'm good at handball.
Oh, okay.
Bro, when I've seen people play handball and be nice at that shit, I be watching, like...
I'm pretty nice at handball. Or I was. I'm
still... I be watching, like, back and forth, like, yo, how are you actually knowing where the ball's gonna
go?
No
cap. Dude, like, thinking back to high school, like, just being in the fucking park, like, playing handball and, like, smoking weed and shit. Those were some good-ass fucking times, man. And, like,
yeah, bro.
And, like...
What was that, high school?
Yeah, and just, like, being in, like, really good fucking shape, like, cardio-wise. Like, yo, you just spent all day just playing at the park, just playing fucking ball. Like,
yeah, bro. I definitely feel that. For me, it was, like... Because, like I said, I ran track. So, I ran track. I was also still heavy into skateboarding. But then also, I was dancing every fucking day, bro. Like, one of these days, I gotta go back and I gotta pull up one of my old videos on YouTube, bro.
You was dancing, what was you dancing? What was you dancing? Lite Feet?
I was like, well, my Lite Feet videos are gone, bro. Those were on Facebook. And I don't know where those are, but my videos on YouTube is when jerking got popping, bro.
Oh, nah.
Dude, that was...
It's when jerking got popping, bro.
Shit. Not showing our age.
Showing
our age.
Not jerking.
But I was in high school, bro, my senior year, bro. My senior year, like, I think it was like my junior year, then going into senior year, like, jerking became huge.
No, I think that shit is still fairly popular in the West
Bro,
Coast.
in the
West? Not here, it's not.
Because you gotta look at niggas like, the Future Kings. Was that the Future Kings? Those dancers on Instagram?
Like, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know the dude with the locks?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
His style of dance...
With the blonde locks?
Yeah, with the blonde locks. His style of dancing is straight West Coast jerk. Yeah. Like, he does a lot of jerking moves. He does pin drops and he does spins and all of that. So whenever I be seeing him dance and people are like, yo, you killing? I'm like, do y'all young niggas even know that he's jerking? Like, do y'all know that that's what he's doing? That that's his whole That's his whole style.
They don't know about that.
They don't know about that.
Know about
but jerking is bro. I was dancing every fucking day in the parking lot of my high school.
Jerking. Wow, that's crazy.
Bro, dead ass, bro. Dead ass. That was my high school.
I'm trying to get back into dance, but I really want to get into Lite Feet. That's
that's another thing I did.
Hey, man.
That's another thing I did get. I dance for shit.
I couldn't dance.
He's like, music? I got that.
Uh-huh.
I got that down pat. What you need me to play? A guitar? Got you. Bass? Got you. Drums? Got you.
Well, yeah, at least you're multifaceted with music.
You
so,
feel
like,
me?
It's not like...
It's not like you just a one-trick pony with your musical talent, bro.
True.
You sing.
I wish I could dance though, but you know what? I'm gonna learn though. I'm gonna learn one day.
I learned off of YouTube.
Trust. Oh yeah.
I learned how to dance from YouTube.
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
I learned how to dance off of YouTube also.
You feel me, bro?
Yeah, but I'm trying to,
You feel me?
Yeah, but I'm trying to, I'm actually trying to go to classes and, do Lite Feet. Because when Lite Feet first came out in New York, I'm not going to lie, I was a hater. I was an absolute hater. I was like, what is this stupid shit, getting light? What is all this no music, clapping around?
Were you a hater because you couldn't do it?
No, it wasn't because I couldn't.
What? All right, so,
Go
let me ask you this question. In high school, did it just get random out of nowhere? People would just start getting light.
Oh yeah,
in the middle of the hallway, in the middle of the hallway, we're changing class. Damn, that was really a fucking time.
Bro.
But the thing is, right now, if you see how the style evolved now, I know that it blew up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
the style blew.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it came back, but it's worldwide now.
Like getting light.
Bro, y'all don't even know about that shit. What the fuck?
I did. Yeah,
no,
crazy.
but they know. Because the thing about it, a lot of the Lite Feet legends would go overseas and teach classes.
True.
Mr. YouTube. He was I
in
follow
Europe,
him,
right?
Yeah, I follow him. I follow him. I follow Emily Brooklyn. I follow.
A lot of people think she's a cultural appropriator of the thingy, but I like her. I'm not in that culture, so I'm not gonna speak as to what it is.
Because here's the thing:
I like her. Yeah,
if you are
she's tough.
I understand what people are saying, but you also got to look in the environment that she grew up in. She grew up in Brooklyn.
Facts.
So if you grew up around a lot of Brooklyn niggas, you gonna have that Brooklyn swag. If they accept you as one of their own, which they did, you gonna have that Brooklyn swag.
What fact?
Is she white?
She's white.
Yeah, she's white. She's from Europe.
But she's nice, bro.
She can dance.
Bro,
She
also is one of the people who helped blow Lite Feet up to what it is, because she
it's like
moved over there.
It's one thing she from Brooklyn. It's another thing, if she's nice, she's nice, bro.
She's
why are you gonna if she's nice, she's nice. That's
bro,
it,
she's
bro.
nice, bro. So I don't know what none of these niggas is saying about cultural appropriation, whatever they want to say. Niggas is haters. If you mad that you can't dance like her, then say that.
Yeah.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier about this is just a reflection of your
exactly.
insecurities.
But yeah, I didn't like it back in the day. Back in the day, I thought it was the silliest thing ever.
Were you one of those dancers? You didn't want to let it rain, clear it out.
Wait,
let's get it. Let's
in
get
the
it.
party, I was definitely guilty of doing that. I was definitely guilty of doing that shit in the party, bro. I still do that shit to this day, bro.
Let it rain,
bro.
Clear it out.
Yeah,
let's get it. Let's get it.
Bro, of course I was doing that in the party because the girls liked it. So I was just so I was like, all right, cool.
The girls like it.
So I was like, all right, whatever. But genuinely, as a style and all that, I thought it was the silliest thing. I thought it was only meant for parties. I didn't think it was real dancing. And then as the style kind of grew and evolved and shit like that, I'm just like, this shit is tough.
Yeah, bro.
After this episode, I'm gonna show you some videos of that shit and
let me watch one right now,
bro. They go crazy.
I'm gonna put you on to one of these dudes and the way they battle. His name is Noah Lot.
Oh,
you know what that is?
Yes,
bro. You ever seen In the Heights, the movie, the HBO shit?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh well, there's this one dude. He plays as
I don't have HBO Max anymore. Man.
Oh,
yeah, I know. I need somebody hooked up.
I'm not even going front it's my HBO Max either.
I mean, I don't know if this was a results battle, but this one, oh my gosh, I'm gonna just show you this one round.
Yeah,
It's gonna be quick.
Don't play the audio too loud, cause
for copyright.
For copyright issues. I'm not trying to, we not trying to have to deal with that.
Okay, so
What,
check
for the
that out.
music?
Oh yeah.
So he's battling this one guy, and
Link me this later too, so I
got you.
put a snippet of this up.
Is that Schizo? No, that's not Schizo.
Oh, dude, it's so funny that this guy sampled this fucking DBZ shit because I was thinking about doing that. The other day.
Yo, bro, I gotta play you the shit that me and my guys did. Hey.
He's going crazy.
Woo!
Oh nah.
He's going wild. Huh?
Hey.
His bad one is ridiculous.
Ooh!
You see that? And his isolation?
Nah, son. He needs to see my nigga eat solo.
He right there. He solos in the back right there.
Ah, I see you.
Nah.
Nah, that lock-in was mean. Oh, nah. Nah. That lock-in was wicked.
But he not done. Hold on. Finish the round.
Oh,
It's
no.
gonna be up.
He
Hold
got
up.
the hat now.
Oh, shit.
Nah. Ew, Obi. Yo, slobber all over me.
That round was over. Yeah.
Nah, that was wicked.
But seeing how that shit evolved,
that shit evolved.
I'm like, evolved like crazy from like just these simple moves to like now like mad intricate shit. I'm just like, yo, I'm a fan now. And then seeing even where like cats like Kid the Wiz took it.
Oh,
and seeing where like his crew Waffle like took it to like AGT, like they're in America's Got Talent now. And I'm just like, yo, like that. Like they really came up, and it was just like,
bro.
And maybe I jumped on the bandwagon, but oh well. Like I like it wasn't
better late than never.
But it wasn't because they jumped on because it got popular. But I saw it like one time. Kid the Wiz randomly came through into my Christian youth group that I went to, and he was just dancing. I was just like, bro, that was getting light, and he was like, yeah, and I was just like, bro, I don't really like getting light, but that shit was fire. I was like, that was fire. I was like, whatever you were doing, that was hot. He probably, if he ever watches this episode, he probably will never remember that ever happening, that interaction. But like, yo,
because he done
had too many performances, like, but yeah, that shit is hot. So if I get back into, well, not if, when I do get back into
bro,
dancing,
all you gotta do is set up the studio session.
That's a fact. Yeah,
all you gotta do is set up the studio session. Let me know, bro, because I'll pull up, bro.
You trying to get into it,
bro? I'm gonna show you some videos, bro. I've been getting back into dancing. Say that. On the low.
I seen you've been posting about.
Yeah, like I've been low key post. I posted one this morning, either last night or this morning. I'm like, I'm gonna get back into this shit, like, cause it, like, and like, not even for like anybody else, but for me, bro.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Cause like when I dance, like sometimes I'll just smoke, put my headphones in, and then I'll just dance. I'll just close my eyes and I'll just dance, and bro, it's just so, what's the word when it's like therapeutic.
It's just another art form. It's another medium for you to like express yourself and get those feelings, those emotions out.
Yeah. Like
turn it into something. Channel.
It's a great way to get those emotions out. So it's like sometimes you don't get the opportunity to. So you feel me?
That's a fact.
I'm gonna see if this is good to go. Y'all could keep talking real quick.
Now let's cut real quick.
I don't even remember what the fuck we was talking about, or if we even got.
We were talking about like getting light.
Oh yes, we were talking about getting light. Yeah, getting light has become an actual style of dance, a recognized style of dance.
I just realized not this fucking just screen in the background.
Network
you can't even
disconnected.
See it. Can't even see it.
Yeah, nah, it's cool.
Cool. So what else did you want to talk about?
I mean, we can get into the meat and potatoes.
I mean, bro, I think the reason we all know the reason why we brought Jeremiah on the pod.
At this point, we all know the reason we brought Jeremiah on the pod.
Aside from being the greatest guest you guys will ever have.
Aside from being the greatest guest we will
now,
ever
Jeremiah
have.
has a lot of hot takes on like, women and dating, things of that nature.
So
what are your thoughts on like monogamy versus like polygamy?
All right. Well, you know what? I don't think it would be fair to the audience right now. But I would like to hear your guys's. I know I asked me first, but just so that I understand what I'm walking myself into, and just so you know, if any of the girls I'm speaking to watch this episode, they might not want to talk to me anymore, or they might absolutely fall in love with me. But let's see what I just want to understand.
So
what I'm walking into.
You know it's gonna be crazy when a warning is put in front of the conversation.
Yep.
So Brad, let's start with
thoughts?
you.
Yeah.
I definitely. I'm like I said earlier, man. I'm pretty old fashioned. I definitely think there's obvious value in monogamy, which is why you see it and why it is what it is. You know, like why we've practiced it for such a long time and put such an emphasis on building and being with one person and getting married to them and just being faithful. And yeah, there's definitely some value to that, but I think like as I get older and I start to realize how nuanced life is, the idea of polygamy, I'm not for it or against it, but I can see why like some people practice that type of lifestyle, and I respect it too, because to each their own. As long as you're not like, for me, if you're not like hurting anybody in the process, then it's fair game.
Right.
I agree with what Brad said. I also see the appeal of monogamy, where you're growing with somebody, you're getting to learn them as they get older, because people change, people grow, people become new people. I know not one of us is the same exact individual that we were when we were like 10 years ago, or even 10 years, or no, I'll just say 10 years ago for you guys. Like 10 years ago, I know you guys like aren't the same people, so it's kind of like a treat to be, because people come and people go, you feel me? But if you have that person and you're growing and you're learning that person as they get older, I could see I see the appeal in it. I see why, like you said, why we've practiced it. But I also, like we said earlier, it's a progressive era that we've been in, and I could understand why people would practice polygamy. I had a conversation with my girl where she was like, if it has to like be an understanding between all parties, where it's like, if it's like a third party and it's like now not a couple, it's a throuple, it's like each person has to know their role. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has to be on the same page. Yeah. It's not like
transparency is key.
Transparency is key. Communication is key. Like in any relationship, whether it's like a platonic relationship or an intimate relationship, like it has to be communication. Because without communication, you're just gonna fail. But especially in those cases where it's like a third person is introduced, it's not like, oh, you're dating one person and you're just fucking somebody else, or you're dating one person and you're fucking a bunch of people. Because no, now at that point, it's just cheating. Especially if the communication is not there. But if all three people are on the same page, then yeah, I can see how it works. I have a friend who's in a throuple, and they were in a throuple, and they made it work for so long, but then at some point, someone got jealous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that definitely tends to happen. I'm sure. Yeah.
Like there's like it's always gonna be that point where
so
it's
is that like
who's getting more attention?
Is that an indication that monogamy might be like? I'm not gonna say the way to go, but like, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying, but like
it's like a natural inclination to do that.
Yeah, but it's like, it's still like that's not always the case type of thing. Like where there's gonna be somebody who's getting more attention than the other. That's not always gonna be the case.
That's true.
Sometimes those thruples or those quadruples like they make it work. Like, they know the role that they play in each other's lives. Like, boom, this is supposed to be for this is for this. We help each other grow type of thing. Some people make it work. Some people don't. Some people can't because monogamy has been ingrained in their heads. You know what I'm saying?
So is it less of a natural inclination, like more than it is like not indoctrination, but like, you know, it's kind of like that's just what we grew up knowing was the normal. Like, so it's like we've accepted that.
Yeah, like how we kind of grew up in the era where it's like mother, father, married, together. You don't really know their backstory.
Well, I think in order to like have a more educated like take on the subject, you would have to kind of like go back in history and see like how like monogamy kind of like became a thing, right?
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna go like way back, it's probably not what we were thinking about when we were like not able to even like communicate with each other.
It absolutely was not what we were thinking about today, because that's the thing. So I'm listening to you guys speak, and I actually agree with a lot of the things that you're saying, genuinely. Now, here's the thing. I have a very unpopular opinion, but it's all based on facts. Here's what I'm gonna say. So back in the day, I think the way that we view monogamy now, whenever somebody asks me, am I for or against monogamy or whatever the case is? First of all, I genuinely don't believe it is the natural thing to do. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. I'm saying that like I don't think it's within, at least as a guy, I don't think we are biologically made to be monogamous on an animalistic level. Okay, on a societal level, on a societal level, I can see the benefits as to why we do it, and I see the benefits and like why we end up going towards that. Mm-hmm. But back in and especially with the new age that we're kind of in, the thing is all about love. Free love, all that stuff. Back in the day, we was getting married for pigs. Like, we was getting married for power. We was getting married for money, for position in society. Exactly. It wasn't about that love shit. And it was just like, not to say that love is bullshit. I absolutely believe 100% in being in love. I would be, you know. Absolutely. A lot of people would be like, oh, you know, you don't think love exists? I absolutely believe that love exists.
Right. All you have to do, if anybody go like that to you, be like, yo, have you listened to any of my music?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, every time. But because I have the views that I do, people will be like, oh, you don't believe in love, or somebody hurt you. I'm just like, yo, bro, listen to my music. Just listen. Just give that shit a listen, and tell me that I don't have feelings and all that shit. Like, just give it a listen. You know, like, I know I have this like. And I was talking to one of my coworkers recently, and she was just like, "Oh, you have this like machismo thing about you. This toxic masculinity, which is a fucking farce. But whatever. We can get into that. We can get into that later.
Oh shit!
I said toxic masculinity is a fucking farce. It's a fallacy. It doesn't exist. Anyway, so. But yeah, you were saying that, I'm just like, yeah, but I'm, you know, there's definitely like a softer side to me that definitely believes in like, you know, being with somebody that you love, you know? However, what if I'm just a human who just has so much love to give? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I just need to like, what if I'm just like, okay, like, I would like to describe myself as somebody who enjoys conquest, who's ambitious as far as like, I would like to be the best version of myself, which means what? And the things I'm interested in, right? You can never there's no such thing as having too much money. Like the things that I'm interested, there's no such thing as having too much, skill in being too strong. There's no such thing as that. I don't think there's too much things. There's no such thing as having too many women. Just hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. That's just personally.
I already knew that's where it was going.
I don't believe that.
I already knew that's where it was going.
I don't
we watched the setup.
Yes.
I was listening to the setup. I was like,
he was like, oh, he about to say it.
He about to say it.
Yeah.
He didn't say it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, he got another one. I was like, oh, there it is.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it as a guy. But whatever. You know what? Mm-hmm. And there's because there's a lot of angles you could kind of go with this whole monogamy thing. So Yeah, man.
He's like,
I'm trying to figure out. So there was a lot of good points that y'all brought up. But yeah, and also like one thing, how you do one thing in life is how you do like plenty things in life. I don't think it's like if I'm ambitious in one aspect of my life, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be ambitious in that part of my life. And I also don't think I don't see, at least, and it's not even if I decide to like settle down with one woman. Fucking on my words.
Wow, he can't even say.
Yeah, I can't even speak right now.
He can't even say one woman.
Yeah, one woman. Right? I can't even say it. Just like what? Like one woman, Jeremiah. Everybody's gonna stop talking to me. Anyway, no, but anyways, I'm not saying that like I wouldn't be against that. I've definitely done that. I actually, surprise, my body count is not as high as it can be because I've been in situations where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to this girl. This is the girl that I'm gonna keep talking to. You know what I'm saying? So
we're not gonna talk about body count.
Yeah. But listen,
I'll cut this part out.
We're not talking about yours. We're talking about mine. I didn't even say a number. I'm just saying mine is not as high as it can be because there's a lot of situations where I've been like, oh, okay, like let me just go. But I genuinely don't believe it's natural. I also, this is one thing, right? There's a lot of things where they're like, oh, well, like would you smoke weed with one person? You know, would you?
That's an interesting.
Would you drink weed? Would you drink weed? Would you drink alcohol with one person? Would you go to amusement parks with just one person?
Yes.
So what is it? What is it about this, sex thing that makes it so special? I mean, I know what it is, but like, why is it so put up on a high ass pedestal that it's just like, why do I only have to do that with one person? You know?
It's because of the implications. It's because like STDs are a thing. Pregnancy is a thing. More than anything else, it's about like,
simple solution, Trojan.
True. I mean,
sometimes those don't work.
Oh, well, it's not 100%.
It's not 100% guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's why people like there's such an emphasis on sex is because it's a very powerful act, right? You know what I mean? It's literally like the act of, creating a fucking life form. Like, that's
absolutely
insane. Like, the amount of energy that it takes to just do that, like. So, I don't know. If we're gonna get a little bit like, I don't know if philosophical is the right word for it.
It's okay.
Like, or deep, but it's deep. Like, I don't know. You kind of like you're always gonna be giving away like a certain part of yourself every time you engage in sexual activity with somebody, and it's like, bro, like. Sometimes you gotta watch who you give your energy to. Like, not even in terms of just sex, just like in general, right?
In general,
so it's like,
Wait, you know what? And again, I'm gonna speak to this as a guy. So like, I think the modern day, right? I think in the modern era that we live in, there's a lot of times where like people will slut shame a guy specifically for being like, oh, well, like.
I'm not even talking about slut shaming though. I'm not. It's coming from like a no judgment place, obviously.
Oh yeah,
It's just like,
but I think that like they'll use like one of their tactics will be like, oh yeah, you're giving yourself away to that person, and I'm always like, well, like, what I really am. This is about to sound wild crazy. It's not even about the sex. Because a lot of guys will have sex they'll be like, oh, I want to have sex with this girl to have sex. What I like is status and power. It is hard to get women. I'm one of the lucky ones, right? So I'm one of the lucky ones where it's like, okay, girls just so happen to like me, right? But that's hard. If a guy, right? If they look at a guy and they're just like, hey, oh, that's a guy who gets a lot of girls. That man, to a certain degree, is going to be respected by his peers. They're going to be like, yo, how the fuck do you do that? I need to learn. Because there's a lot of guys who are genuinely lonely out here. And you see that all over. Why do you think OnlyFans is a thriving industry? Why do you think the strip clubs mainly the strippers are, the high demand is for female strippers because guys go there and spend a lot of money. You don't really hear about that stuff. I mean, sure, you have cougars and male escort, but those are not as thriving. They're not as thriving as much as like OnlyFans and strip clubs and the porn industry and all that stuff. It's why all those things. A lot of guys are genuinely lonely. So it's hard. So they'll see a guy and they'll be like, oh, this dude has, how the fuck does he do that? How can he get so many girls and all that stuff? And you know, I'm a power-hungry individual. I'm not tyrannical, guys. Just so we know, I'm not a believer in tyranny. I would never
be known.
I would never take advantage of anybody or anything.
I want it to be known he's an Aries.
Oh. Feel me?
To all my spiritual zodiac
Feel
people,
me?
He's an Aries.
Yeah.
Let that be known.
Moon is in retrograde. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I just be saying that and girls be like, oh, he knows about horoscopes.
Oh my god.
Like, yes. Oh, okay. All right. I get it. All right. So.
I'm just kidding.
He's just like, oh, I gotta edit so much shit out this goddamn episode.
I'm not editing that. That shit is hilarious.
Not editing nothing out.
But yeah, so like, what was that? What freaking brought up the horoscopes? Made me lose my goddamn train of thought. But I'm a power-hungry individual. And when I say power, I'm not talking about tyranny. I'm talking about as a person who just likes, you know, being in control of what he does with his life. And as far as like, and if you decide to be monogamous, that's your prerogative. If maybe one day I would decide, you know, to settle down with one girl. Would I ever get married? Not in America. But Americans are bullshit, bro. They're terrible here. They're freaking horrible here.
Yeah, no, they're terrible.
They're terrible here. I'm not doing it. Not here. All the girls, of course, will be like, oh, a lot of girls will try to convince me, oh, yeah, let's get married in America. But like, no. We're not getting married in America. It's not happening.
Nope.
No. If I ever get married, no way. And I'm just I'm so anti, like, government that it's also, like, I don't even want them to have a say of what I put my dick in. Like, you know, so I just, no. They already have control of, like, taxes. I already have to get a mandated vaccine. It's just like, no. You can edit that out.
Anytime, any. We don't say the V word over here.
Oh, we don't know the jab.
We don't even say that.
Oh, we can't say that too.
We can't say that no more.
Yeah, no, we gotta take this shit out.
Oh my gosh! All right. See, the government has control of a lot of aspects of our lives, especially because we're all on the bottom, and that's, you know. I'm just so anti, not that I want control of my own life. So if like where I would at least like control of where I put my dick in. You know what I'm saying? So
that's fair.
That's
fair.
I don't think anybody could argue with
that.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
Especially
and again,
in this
I'm not
progressive era that we're in.
I'm not anti-monogamy. I'm pro-monogamy if that works out for you. You know, I'm pro do whatever the fuck you want. That's what it is.
I'm also do whatever the fuck
I'm also. You know, I'm a man of God. I'm a pastor. Let's get that out the way. But I'm also, you know, I like to play devil's advocate. In
Wait
like
a minute.
lot of things.
Hold on.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. You're not just gonna run past that, and you're not just gonna slip that in there like, oh yeah, I'm a pastor. Oh yeah, so we're just gonna continue. No, what the? You're a pastor?
No. I'm not legit a pastor, but I was involved in church for a very, very long time, and I was involved in
Me too, son.
Yes, yeah. I was deeply involved in the church, like. Youth leader, taking high schoolers to Christian camp, all that stuff. Yeah, I was singing in the church, all that stuff. Like, yeah, it was pretty.
You got a pretty churchy voice.
Yeah, man, feel me?
Like you could tell when a nigga sang in church.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you know, I also do like to challenge people's belief. I do. I believe that like you said, there was this. I think at one point you said something along the lines of like, oh, we were. You naturally go to monogamy or whatever, or it's not something about indoctrination. I genuinely believe that like we were programmed to believe that. I like to challenge everything I think.
That's right. And it just passed down through generations.
Disney movies, yes, they all fucked us up thinking that like, oh, life is good. You know, Disney. Oh yes, this romantic, you know, one time thing. They never show what happens after they get the first kiss.
Yeah.
They never show, you know, Prince Charming getting fat. They never showed Cinderella being like, why don't you clean the house? You know, like they don't show that
they
shit.
They should probably do that.
Absolutely, they should. They should, because they should help us.
That.
If they do that, yo, you gotta
royalties.
Royalties
are no BS.
Royalties.
Royalties.
Cut that check.
Royalties. Facts.
We gave you the idea.
Exactly. Yeah, they need to show that. We were programmed to believe that stuff. So, and I'm a person who likes to challenge our programming. You know, I challenge
it's a good way to
everything
be.
I think. Absolutely.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all. Because I also like to challenge the program.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm definitely one of those individuals.
So yeah, I mean, you're talking about how there's a lot of lonely guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? Why do you think that is? Do you think it's always been like that, or do you think like
It absolutely has always been like that.
Yeah.
It absolutely.
you don't think it's kind of like
It's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse over time,
dude. It's
through
gotten
things like
It's
the
gotten
way
internet.
worse.
Because it's not only has it gotten worse, the age where it begins, it has been just getting lower and lower and lower.
It's
to the point where it's like now it's children.
True.
It's gotten so bad. So in the here's the thing. Since the beginning of time, women have always fucked winners. It's always been. That's another thing about monogamy. Sorry to go back to that topic, but I want to talk about it. Name me a point in time where every man or somebody who wasn't a man of importance was faithful. Every king, every sheikh, every royal person had probably a queen and 100 tons of bitches right beside them, right? So even think about it nowadays. Martin Luther King was unfaithful. Michael, you think girls are looking at Chris Brown and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change him. No, they know he's Chris Brown. They know he gets girls, so they're just like, but I want to fuck him because he's Chris Brown. That just is what it is.
Same
Since the
with Drake.
beginning. Yes, absolutely.
Can we
insert name? Drake, Chris Brown.
Can we talk about
Michael B. Jordan? Go
that
ahead.
hot sauce situation?
Smart man.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Smart fucking man. That man's a fucking gangster.
I mean,
Yo,
fucking
it's
gangster.
crazy.
He knows
do
what's
you
up.
think, dude? Is it a marketing play though?
I don't think it is, bro. Because why would Drake want
Because
that
I feel like Drake is also just really good at making sure his name is always like in people's mouths.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I think it worked. Whether it's a marketing ploy or not,
True.
it fucking
No, it
worked.
definitely-
We're
it
talking
definitely
about
worked.
Yes.
it
Definitely
worked.
Mm-hmm.
I think Future told him to do that.
Absolutely. Future. OG Future.
I think. Oh, that should stop recording. It's fine. Because that one's still recording. I think Future told him to do that shit. Because this nigga said, hey, you got caught already, nigga.
Yo, facts. Mr. Toxic. I fucking love
You
Future.
got caught
That's my
already,
guy.
nigga.
Uh-huh.
Put the hot sauce
Yeah,
in the
put the...
condom.
That all was Future. That was all definitely Future.
Put the hot sauce in the condom, nigga. Drake was probably like, man, this is stupid. I probably never had to do this shit in my life.
You think he just brought it with him?
I mean, it's his crib. Wasn't it at his crib?
Was it his crib?
Well, I don't know where it was. I don't remember what they said, but what if he did bring it with him?
I think
That
it was
makes it
I'm
even-
pretty sure it was a telly, bro.
Yo, that makes it even funnier, bro.
I think that's what I want to think because
Listen,
that's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious.
I got a handy dandy fanny pack, bro, with me. I got all my shit in there. Just condoms, speaker.
Hot
I'm fucking around to
sauce.
put hot sauce in that shit, bro. That's what
Fucking
I'm gonna
hot sauce, bro.
Yeah, you gotta.
I bet he never thought that shit was actually gonna work, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's like.
Shorty really trying to sue him.
Is that true though?
It doesn't matter to me. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great. But to kind of go back on the loneliness part of it,
Mm-hmm.
like women since the beginning of time has always fucked the winners of society. We are genuinely products of the guys who are winners back on our ancestors were winning. They're out here fighting bobcats and shit, and they were just like, okay, these are the guys that we want to mate with. You know what I'm saying? So that just is what it is. And even on a statistical level, it was just like I don't quote me on the numbers, but I believe it was 90% of women that procreated, right? Since 90% of women procreated, that means a lot of the women during that time were, having sex. I believe the statistic for guys is like 40 to 30% of men were procreating. So that means the balance is off. If it wasn't like, so there's this documentary also. It put 5 gorillas in a cage, right? Five male, five female. It wasn't. You saw that it wasn't. They just coupled off. It was one alpha dude who was fucking all the other women, and then dead serious. one alpha dude who was fucking all the other women, and the other 4 were just like, well, fuck it, I guess, I ain't getting none. Women have always fucked winners since the beginning of time. Even on an animalistic level, that is true. So, I think nowadays, it's gotten a shit ton of worse, because we now live in the age of Instagram, which means a small town girl, right? She no longer, like, whoever was in her town, usually it would be like, okay, the town thinks she's attractive. But now, because we have Instagram, somebody from fucking Eastern Europe who we have no idea, or some Amish chick who just so happened to grab a hold of a phone, took an Instagram photo, and now the world can see how attractive she is. If every hot girl knows that she is hot now. So that, which means what? Which means they have even more options now. Which means that they're looking for the best of the best. They're looking for the winners of society. So I have all these options now. You would think that, like, with the modern age that we have, with I don't know if I can say this word, but I'm gonna say it, with feminism and Instagram and all that stuff. You think that we're like, okay, guys at the bottom probably now have a chance, but it's gotten a lot worse. The numbers is slowly decreasing, and it's just like, you have to be even more of a winner nowadays. You have to legit be somebody in society if you want to have sex with somebody. And which is why, again, porn, OnlyFans, and fucking strip clubs are a testament as to why there are so many lonely dudes. And of course there are guys who subscribe to that shit and they still get a lot of girls, right? Of course, yeah. I'm not denying that at all. But majority of the consumers of that industry are guys who are genuinely lonely.
Lonely niggas.
Mm-hmm. True. I'd be interested to see the numbers in that, but I could definitely see that. I mean, I could definitely see that being true.
Yeah,
it's absolutely the majority of it's majority niggas.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Mm-hmm. Why do you think? What are your thoughts on the porn industry and like its effect on society and like young boys in particular?
Everything has little sexual innuendos, even from the cartoons that they're watching from a young age.
Absolutely.
Everything has a sexual innuendo. SpongeBob, mad sexual innuendos. Ren and Stimpy, if we go even further back, mad sexual innuendos. The Disney movies, mad sexual innuendos throughout all. Little Mermaid, The Rescuers. If we go through them, mad little innuendos, things that we are not recognizing from a young eye, but are being psychologically ingrained into our heads. So we're already seeing these things, and then I'm dating myself. When you scrolling through on TV and you see little HBO, oh, what's going on? Oh, what are they doing? Shit just started.
Is that how it happened for you?
That's how it happened for me, bro.
HBO?
It wasn't even HBO, bro, because I'm gonna date myself. I decided not to date myself, which is why I said HBO. But I'm gonna date myself for real now. It was Spice TV, bro.
Spice TV.
I ain't grow up with cable, so I have no idea what that is.
It was a cable channel, bro. It was a cable channel. Back when you had the little box on top of the TV with the numbers.
We're showing our age again, man.
That's why I said I'm gonna date myself. Like, I'm old at this point. But yeah, that's how it happened for me, bro. And then from there, it's just like the internet.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Then the internet went crazy.
I don't know. I've kind of been like thinking about that more, and I'm just like, yo, why isn't there more education on the fucking topic? That's not like, oh, sex is bad for you. You should be abstinent until like,
until marriage.
Until marriage, and
because religion has had such a huge hold on even state laws and shit like that. Like, you can't, like, fuck, where's my thought? Like, the whole marriage thing. Like, that's a whole, business, like it's like you said, it's not about love. It's like a business thing. So it's like if you go outside of that marriage to do anything, that like has big ramifications. Like, it has like oh, you did this, okay, she's leaving you and taking half of your money type shit. You feel me?
What do you think?
As far as porn, I think it's
or like maybe like I think the question was, what did I say?
You
like
said
why isn't there more education around it?
Oh, why isn't there more education around it? As to like, well, I would have to ask you, do you think that we should do you think that people should be watching porn?
Should not?
Should? Or
Obi.
I'm not saying they should or they shouldn't.
Right.
I'm simply just kind of like coming from a place of I think we need to kind of talk about more like the effects, like the the possible effects of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like and like prolonged use and like improper use of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's obviously like an issue, in and of itself. You know what I mean? Like if we already have because of like social media and technology like X amount more of like lonely dudes in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure like the relation to how many of those lonely dudes are like abusing porn,
right,
like are like related.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, so why is there no education on it?
Yeah,
why is there no more education on it? I'm not.
Is it because it's a hard? Do you think it's like maybe hard to how do I phrase this? Hard to talk about the topic in a way that doesn't feel like shame, like you're shaming, like
shame tactics.
Like or like be like coming from like a more higher moral like position. You know what I mean? And almost condescending, not condescending, but you get what I'm trying to say. Right?
I can see what you're saying about
do you
that.
think it's
as
like
far as
it's hard to kind of convey that message without being like preachy?
Without being it absolutely is hard to come up with that message without being preachy. But I don't know if that's the reason why we don't do it. I think we might have a part to play. I think.
Or is it just money? It's a money thing.
It probably.
I don't think so because they make enough money.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Be,
it would be against that industry's.
Yeah,
like,
it would absolutely
interest.
be against. So. It would absolutely be against that industry's interests. I'm not too certain as to why. I mean, sometimes I like to think about why things are the way that they are, but like, I kind of examine like, I don't know what other analogy to use, so I'm kind of use chess as an analogy. If I'm losing in a chessboard, right? I'm not gonna think, oh, I wish my knight, or why can't my knight go in a diagonal shape, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, okay, this is the way that the game is set up. What is the best possible moves that I can make? So I don't really think about as to like why kind of it is the way that it is. I think that what was I gonna say? Knight. So yeah, I genuinely believe that like. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Dude.
No, you're good. You're good. Do you think that it's something that we should be talking about more?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It definitely is something that we should be talking about more, but I don't think a lot of people are ready for that. I don't think because it's like
that's what it is.
Porn is visual cocaine. Yeah, it's genuinely visual cocaine. So like whenever you look at it, and like I know this from firsthand experience. I know a lot of guys can attest to this. When you look at it, you don't think it's that big of a deal. There's too many like. I'm not a scientist, but I'm sure there's a shit ton of hormones that's happening in your body while you're looking at it and just affecting the way that you are. It's a time waster, and it also is just like, it feels good looking at it. It feels good looking at it, but it doesn't compare to the real thing, and it's super damaging on like, first of all, I noticed when I was watching a lot of porn, I wasn't getting that many girls.
Right.
Like girls would just be like, it could also be like me.
I've noticed that too.
There's a chemical inside of your body. You know, again, I'm not a scientist, but based on the research that I've read of, there's a chemical that happens in you that where you're like, okay, after you like nut, it's this sense of like accomplishment. You're not supposed to feel that accomplished unless you actually have sex with a woman. You know what I'm saying? So
it's free dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. It's free dopamine. Again, and guys, I'm speaking in terms of the guy's term. I'm not going to speak as far as the girl term. But for a guy, like, we're not supposed to feel that way until we actually have sex with women. But because porn is so easily accessible now, we keep feeling that way. So we keep feeling this kind of sense of accomplishment, but we're not really accomplishing anything, you know? Because having sex with women is supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy.
Right.
It's
that
not
part.
supposed. It's
that
not.
Part.
That's what makes it so great, because it's just like, okay,
it's a challenge.
Think about everything that is valuable in the world. Everything that is valuable in the world is because it is scarce. It's either scarce or it's hard to do. Why is it this shiny thing that we call gold? Why do we want it so much, right? What is the big fucking deal about it? It's because there's not enough of it.
There's actually a whole lot of it.
Oh, is there? But I believe that once what is valuable is scarce, or if it's not scarce, then it's hard to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's as far as porn, like, I don't think we should be watching it. I think if you want girls in your life, or not, forget even girls, fuck the girls. But if you want to
get
succeed
shit
in life,
done,
that's exactly,
yeah,
yes. If
fact.
you want to get
That's
shit
fact.
fucking done in life, I think you should stop watching porn. As a teenage kid, fine, go experiment, play with your wee, do whatever. the fuck
But
you want,
I mean, but maybe not, because it's like that's where like the dependency starts, right? Because it's like because your brain is so plastic and malleable at a young age.
You're
we should
fucking
probably
sponge
be
at that
telling
age.
them like, yo, like, it's probably a good idea to like stay away from it. Like, if you're gonna look at it, but then realize that, you know, that's not real life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's absolutely not real life.
Well, then
porn
the
industry's
alternative,
actually pretty fucked up.
the alternative is then we'll have a bunch of underage teens having sex. Now, I'm not saying that they should or they shouldn't have, or they should or shouldn't be watching porn, or whatever the case they do. Cool, but a lot of people, not me, would see that more damaging. The fact that a lot of underage kids would start having more sex now, as opposed to watching porn. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Again, I like to play devil's advocate as to like what views certain people hold. So if somebody was to watch porn, and obviously in a moderate sense, it shouldn't be like overused.
I think
or
that's what it
anything
comes
like
down
that.
to at the end of the day. Really, it's like life is really about balance. You need to be able to have like, you know, anything in excess is probably not good for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like,
Yep.
if you can, you know, I think that, but it's difficult with porn specifically for a lot of like men. It's like difficult to find the balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it's like,
yeah.
if it's that difficult, I feel like sometimes it's like, all right, you kind of gotta make a decision. We're either gonna be about it or not be about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think like it's also worth noting that, you know, despite whatever views that we may have about the topic, it's an industry at the end of the day, and like you have to like understand it. It is a business, and like these people need to do their work, and like it is what it is. Like,
time out. I am not against the porn industry in the slightest. Simping will never go out of business. Simping and pimping will never go out of business.
Facts.
I am a proud contributor. Listen, I think in my past life I was genuinely a pimp, but like not one of those exploitive motherfuckers that was like, oh yeah, bitch. No. I think I genuinely was a caretaker.
Make me my
You listen to 50 Cent. You know, PIMP. I'm your friend, your father, your confidant, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
it's the bitch for me.
Like, your friend, your father, your confidant. Like, you can trust me. You can absolutely trust me, and I will absolutely take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I was one of those exploitive ones, those asshole ones. I think if it's done in a correct way, you know, I don't think that, like, I think that they wouldn't get such a bad rep. But because there's a lot of them who have gotten bad reps of it, unfortunately, the word pimp comes with a negative connotation. So, but simping and pimping, that shit will never go out of business. So if I were to ever get involved in that, and it's like, you know, like, alcoholism's not going anywhere.
right.
So if I so happen to be a liquor store owner, do you want me to close my shop because alcoholism is a problem? No, he's just gonna go to another alcohol shop. So why? So like, may I? I probably am contributing to one of the evils of society, but you know, I'm going to make a living. So it just is what it is. So I'm not against that.
It goes back to the whole like balance thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's a balance.
You can't fight it really, so you kind of have to just learn how to like manage it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a part of life, right? Because it's just always gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not
genuinely. I'm not mad at it. I'm not out here holding signs, being like, "Stop porn."
Right,
I'm like, listen, guys.
Like,
I'm more so like, hey, just know if you watch porn, this is what's gonna happen to you. And I'm not perfect. I'm not out here.
Or I think the key, like, we have to like specifically like mention it's like if you're going to excessively watch porn, then this will happen to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Excessively watch porn, but. I don't know. Once I started cutting down on the porn, I noticed like my life started to improve.
For sure.
A whole lot.
I didn't think it was gonna be that serious. I thought it was just like, oh well, I'm just giving up jerking off. Like for some reason, after like and again, guys, I may be the greatest human being on the planet, but I'm not perfect.
Nut retention.
I'm not perfect. So sometimes I will fuck up. I'm not gonna lie, but. I noticed the less and less that I'm doing it, I'm seeing my life improve, right? I'm more focused on myself, more focused on, in what different ways I can conquer the universe. Mm-hmm. And in what different ways, can I also get with women? Because when you do that, you just don't want to get, you're just like, well, I have porn, if she doesn't like me, porn likes me. It's always there. It never judges me.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Yes, it's a very dangerous place to be. But the thing about it is, it's a comfortable place to be also. It's a comfortable place to be. And I realize that if I want to grow as a person, growth and comfort don't necessarily go hand in hand most of the time. So I need to be like, all right, I need to move in a place of uncomfort. I need to learn. I need to get punched in the face a couple of times and, get rejected by a couple of girls here and there, So, like, me doing that, it improves my game. I am not the smooth motherfucker I am now because I was just kept watching porn and being like, no, I had to go out there. I had to see what works. I had to see what didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning. Like, there's things that I still don't know about, as far as, like, getting girls and game and talking to women and stuff like that. So... it definitely has improved in that aspect. And there's something about it where it's just like, okay, if I'm not going to get anything from porn, now you have to make sure that you're getting something from somewhere. So why not let it be the women that you're attracted to? Yeah. Or women, right? So...
in your case.
In a lot of guys' case. To make me be the super villain of the world. A lot of guys are thinking that I'm just one of the bold ones.
To say it.
Right? So... But yeah, like, and then also, I'm also more focused. I feel like when I go to the gym, like, my pump is heavier. Like, I'm more energized. I'm just like, my testosterone levels are up. I'm not like a whiny, complaining little bitch anymore,
I'm not a whiny, complaining bitch anymore.
Yo, for real.
In No BS podcast fashion, I gotta, like, make the comparison, but, like, yo, you're not going Super Saiyan fucking like watching porn, bro. And, like,
bro. Dead serious.
I'm trying to go Super Saiyan, bro.
I'm trying to
go Super Saiyan like 4 or something.
Exactly.
Like, I'm trying to go fucking.
You feel me? I'm trying to get Aki out here.
I'm trying to go Super Saiyan God.
That's a fucking.
Not
fact.
even just in terms of physique.
Yeah,
like in terms of life, in terms of like my approach to it.
Dead serious. And because I also stopped watching porn, right? And this was a huge contributor. Again. There's even certain conversations that I don't entertain anymore. As far as like, sometimes a lot of people will talk about just useless things. Like, and I noticed that I don't know how to explain it, but like
give an example.
The only okay, let me think. Like, it's not coming to my head right now. Yeah, for some reason it's not coming to my head. But the only conversations that I'm like genuinely interested in is like conversations of how we're gonna conquer the world. Like those are conversations that I'm genuine. That doesn't mean I won't have other kinds of conversations, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm a talker, so I'll talk as much as we need to, and we'll have a conversation about whatever. But if we're talking about, that's why I enjoy conversations about like, yo, what songs are we gonna make today, or like how the fuck are we gonna do what music are we gonna put out
Yeah.
today? Or like how are you making money? We need to make money this way. Blah 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 blah. When you're saying content is king, content is like those are conversations that I'm genuinely interested. Whereas before, okay, I know what I'm talking. Okay, now I can kind of give an example. Where before I was having more conversations of like, I wish that bloody bloody blah is bloody blah is I wish that things were this way, and I wish, and woe is me, I'm a victim of my situation.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was a whiny, complaining little bitch. So, but once I realized I stopped that. I was just kind of like, okay, this is just kind of the way life is, right?
Yeah.
I need to figure out what can I do to win at life, you know? So, and those are conversations that I'm genuinely interested in. Conversations like these, where we're talking about, you know,
how could we grow?
Yeah, exactly. How could we grow? And even discussions about challenging each other's beliefs. Those are conversations that interest me too, where we're talking about, yes, I'm a believer in monogamy, or sure, I'm a kind of a believer in monogamy, but let's challenge that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
do you feel like it's becoming more difficult in this day and age to have these kind of conversations because like the level of discourse that it takes to be able to have that type of conversation, like it's not really tolerated as much anymore because it's like if you push a little bit too much, it's like, oh well, you know, then we got to look at you and like what's wrong with you. And
oh, absolutely, a bunch of people look at me and they're probably like they're probably like, oh, like there's something like wrong with him, there's something that's like he just wants to win too much, and he's just so self-centered. And it's genuinely, it's not about that.
People are stuck to the societal norm, like what they deem normal. Whatever somebody steps outside of that, they're deemed like weird, or they're doing too much, or why is he like that? Why are they like that? It all goes back to an insecurity thing.
Yeah, and it also, I kind of blame this. Personally, I kind of blame cancel culture as to why we can't have these conversations anymore. And you have to be tippy-toe. Like, we're too soft.
Taboo.
Like, there's everything. We're too.
We need to allow room for people to fuck up so that they can grow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, we all fucking make mistakes, and like obviously there's some fucking shit that you should not be doing, and there are definitely some people that like, you know what, you probably deserve that shit because you're kind of like a piece of shit type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, and when you get caught on that level, it's like, all right, well, you know, you did it to yourself, you know what I mean? But then there are situations that people are getting, like, I can't think of any, like, on hand, but there are some situations where people are getting, quote-unquote, canceled for that. It's like, but you know what, that, I could see, like, why they ended up doing that.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Like,
you know what, maybe that's not who they actually are, and maybe they just needed to take a, you know, moment to self-reflect on that moment and be like, all right, why did I act that way, and, like, what am I going to do to grow from that?
Absolutely. But I think it started off with good intentions to cancel out people who were like obviously being really, really fucked up, whatever that looked like.
And I'm definitely not saying we shouldn't cancel. We should not cancel, or like we shouldn't cancel people, because like sometimes we got to, bro. Especially when you're like really, really out of pocket. Maybe I'm contradicting myself now, but like like I mean sometimes people would be doing some really, really out of pocket shit, and it's like, yo, we have to kind of like show people like, look, this is not okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like. So I totally understand, and maybe I'm on a page with you.
No. It's not a matter of contradicting, but the thing is that nobody can agree on the metric of what is fucking up. That genuinely is what it is. They're like, what is crossing the line? Nobody can agree with that, because somebody will be like, oh, I don't know. You know about that J. Cole shit that happened like 2 years ago in 2020, right? When about that artist who was like, forgot her name, some girl who was like calling him out because he wasn't outspoken about Black Lives Matter.
No Name.
Absolute garbage. I'm gonna say that. I thought that was the most. I'm just like, yo. First of all,
that shit. It got me tight because J. Cole moved like Kendrick when it come to the black activist shit. They don't post about it. They just do it.
Right.
Like they don't do it.
You know what confused me about
post.
that too is that it's like, you know, he was getting flack for that, but it's like, have you listened to his music?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm just like, yo, it goes back to
I'm just like, these people just clearly are just looking to cancel something. I think these people are bored. I think that genuinely is what it is. I think they're just like, hey, I don't. Oh yeah, this person, or they want to seem too self-righteous, or not even too self-righteous, but they want to seem like they are doing something right in the world. So let's cancel anybody who does any little thing. So a person would look at that and be like, because I've had conversations with people about this who actually aren't on J. Cole's side, right? Well, they'll be like, well, he should have done this and this and this.
I know a few people who weren't on J. Cole's side for that, and I'm like,
and I'm just like, garbage. I'm just like, yeah, what absolute. You clearly don't even know J. Cole like that to be even talking about him in that manner. Like, you don't know about his content to even be saying such blasphemous things. So yeah, that's the thing. Nobody can agree on what the metric is, what the line is, what crossing the line is for canceling somebody. And until, here's what I say. Actually, I'm gonna say that for another episode. I was gonna say something, but this is what I'm about to say.
Okay.
This is what I'm about to say. This is genuinely what I was about to say. Until we as a collective, as a community, can agree on what are the metrics of canceling somebody, I think we should cancel nobody.
Hey,
that's what I think.
Sitting on my foot.
Yes. Until we can come together and be like, this is what canceling is. This is what canceling is.
We have to define it.
Uh-huh.
We have to define
exactly.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I get that. No, that's true because, yeah, if there's no standard, if there's no like definition,
people are just gonna be getting canceled.
We could
then
cancel.
It's the wild west out here. And it's like everybody getting canceled.
That's
you
a
know,
fucking
you getting
fact.
canceled.
I'm getting
you getting canceled. You getting canceled.
I mean,
definitely
listen,
getting canceled.
bro. Listen. Absolutely, I'm getting canceled. Are you crazy? It wouldn't be me if I wasn't getting canceled.
Yo, you absolutely getting canceled.
But let me tell you something, my friend. No, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. People will look at me and be like, oh, it's probably just for shock factor, or it's probably just. I genuinely believe everything that I'm saying, y'all. Just so you know, like, I genuinely believe everything that I'm saying.
Nobody's talking to you, Siri.
What time did you say you need to get out of here again?
I need to be out of here by 3:45.
Okay, cool. It's 3:10 now.
Okay, yeah.
So we should let's move into. You want to get into some announcements?
Oh yeah, let's do announcements.
Yeah. You got anything? You got anything that you want to plug?
Do I have anything I want to plug? Yo, just follow my IG for now, Jeremiah Jordon. I will be working on some stuff.
Oh, he got some shit.
Yeah.
He got some shit.
I got some shit. But for now, Jeremiah
I sat in
Jordon.
on the last studio session. That shit was fire.
Yeah. That
shit was hard.
That's it for now.
What you got going on, bro?
I'm dropping the music video this week.
Fuck yeah. We have a date?
The album, yeah, I'm gonna drop it on Friday.
Okay.
The album got to 2,000 plays on Apple Music.
Oh, that's fire.
So I'm like, cool.
I'm having a hard time with Apple Music.
Bro, it's crazy because Apple Music.
I guess
Apple Music has just been doing its thing. Like, I didn't do anything for Apple Music. Like Spotify, I was like, cool. Let me get tapped in with my dudes that's doing the playlisting and everything. All right, cool. On these playlists, bop, I'm good. Gucci.
Not that you shouldn't like push your Apple Music, but like, it really is all about Spotify though, bro. Like,
I think Spotify.
Like a lot. I use Apple Music, like.
Yeah.
So it's like it's coming from somebody that is on the platform and uses that as their go-to source for like music.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it, but
as an artist,
Spotify's reach and just like platform is just so made and good and like meant for music and like discovering new music and and just like finding things that are like what you're listening to at the moment and what you're looking for, like
the way the Spotify algorithms work is so intricate because it really can find a whole playlist of music that is like the type of music that you like. Hey, chill out. That's like the type of music that you like, but you've never heard this music before.
A lot of people in like the music marketing world like kind of preach that you really should just focus on your Spotify. Just focus on Spotify. You get that shit popping. The rest of it will like fall.
The rest of it will just fall into place. Yeah, especially like the people like you'll be popping on Spotify, and then the people who be on Apple Music be like, "Oh, how you so popping on Spotify?" It's literally FOMO, bro. Everything in this shit is.
Low-key, I've been thinking about going back to Spotify.
Yeah, bro.
I think as an artist, it's also a good tool because then you can make playlists that your fans and supporters can follow and see what's going on and what you're getting
And then
into.
also as an artist, their For Artists app is so much better than the Apple Music for Artists app.
That's facts.
I have both of them, and I'm just like the Apple Music for Artists app. It literally just gives you your analytics and it just shows you.
Dude, they let you fucking submit. To be on editorial playlists, and it's like, dude, that's huge. You can't do that on fucking. I don't think you can do that on Apple.
You cannot do that on Apple Music.
Yo, y'all slacking. I'm an Apple head, man. I fuck with Apple.
You feel me? Like everything I got is Apple at this point. Like it's weird. I was so anti-Apple before. Like all my friends were so. Mind you, I just switched over to Apple like last year, but I've always like phone wise. But I've always had like a MacBook. Or like an iMac.
Damn, really?
Yeah, bro. But I had I always had the most up to date like Samsung phone. So anytime somebody would come at me like, "Oh, why don't you have an iPhone?" I was like, "My phone better than yours. Like tech wise, spec wise, my shit better than yours. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "But it's not an iPhone. You don't have iMessage." I'm like, man, nigga, fuck your iMessage.
Your text is green, fam.
Yo, your text bubble's green, bro. I can't text you, bro. That shit used to get me so tight, bro.
But this shit is gonna be an ongoing war. But I will give it. Here's how I settled it in my head. I will give it to you. The Samsung, that shit is the more superior phone.
It is the more superior phone.
An iPhone is the more cooler phone.
Fuck being the cooler phone. Fuck being the cooler phone. I'm gonna tell you why I got my iPhone.
Apple has become like a status symbol at this point.
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
What it is.
But I'm gonna tell you exactly why I got my iPhone, because I already had a MacBook and an iMac.
Mm-hmm.
My girl bought me an iPad for Christmas one year. The communication between devices, I was like, fuck. It's not gonna work with this Samsung, because there's some times where I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just airdrop this from my iMac to my phone. Boom, send it to somebody on iMessage.
Right.
And they'll get it full resolution.
Yeah.
So it's like that ability to communicate between devices. That's one big seller for me.
Yeah, they invested a lot into that, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's one of their defining.
That's one of their defining quality. That's one of the big sellers for me. Another big seller, I'm not gonna lie, was the memojis.
Those are cool.
The memojis,
cool. Those are definitely cool.
They sold me. I was like, this is cute. This is kind of fire. Like, I don't have to send the actual emojis. It could be like me.
Nah,
like I could send like me emojis, me emojis. Oh, that shit fire. That and then iMessage games.
But yeah, it absolutely is a status symbol. It's like it's the same way. It's going to circle back real quick. It's the same way. I don't like. It's not about the sex. It's about the status. It's about the power. Exactly. It's about the fucking power. It's just like, cause bro, I genuinely know dudes who have gotten dubbed by girls because they had an Android.
Oh yeah, bro. I've gotten dubbed by girls because I had an Android.
I also know a lot of dudes who lost out on business opportunities because they had an Android.
Oh,
on God, bro.
Shit.
Yep.
Word to my mother,
but
bro.
you're not losing no opportunities if you have an iPhone.
Absolutely, because you're the cool guy. You have status. You have what is it? Power. Exactly.
I hate y'all.
Exactly. See? Power. That's what it's about. So let me tell you something, my friend. You made the right decision. But here's what I will say. When I get my finances up, and I really do get my finances up, I do intend on having both phones.
I'm absolutely gonna have both phones. I already said, like, if it wasn't for the fact that my mom was like,
yeah,
hell yeah.
I'm gonna have a Samsung and I'm gonna have an iPhone.
You feel me? If it wasn't for the fact that my mom's was like, yo, what are you doing with the old phone? I'm like, I was gonna keep it. I was gonna keep it and have a second phone. Mm-hmm. She's like, you should give it to me. I was like,
yeah, no.
I was like, nah. She's just like, I bought it for you anyway. I was like, you know what? You right. I bought the iPhone. You can have that. You can have that Samsung S10. They on the 20 now. It don't matter. That shit old.
I kept it.
I wanted to, but I was like, that's mom's, you know.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
I was like, that's mom's. Yeah. Like, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, fuck out of here. But yeah, now I switched over. Now I got a fucking Apple Watch. The one thing I don't have is AirPods, and I'm good on that. Because
You good on it?
I had AirPods, and I'm like, the sound quality on this shit is not it.
Really? You didn't like it?
I didn't
I like it.
Like, I like it, but not as much as I like the headphones that I have now.
What do you rock?
And they're a lot more comfortable. The Samsung Bud, I think it's the Bud Live, or some shit like that. I don't know. Samsung.
They're in ear, right?
Yeah, it literally, it just sits in my ear. Like, I don't gotta force it in, pause. Like, it's just like,
I will say I have the AirPod Pros and I love them.
I actually hate those the most.
I love them. I love them because of the I think the sound quality is good, and because
for those, yes,
and because the noise cancellation is like a game changer. Especially like when I was taking the train, like, dude, you turn that shit on, like, you're not hearing the train no more, bro. You're just
hearing the music.
And it's also good for podcasts because then you can, like, some podcasts aren't mastered to like loud enough where like you can still hear while you're on the train. So like you put the noise cancellation on, you're Gucci. But, and this is a huge but, the fit, like, I tried all the different tips and like,
I hate the fit, bro.
Dude, I'll be working out and they be falling out. It's the fucking worst.
And that's a big thing for me. Like, I have small ears, bro. If it cannot fit into my ears,
it's probably the most important thing. Other than the sound quality, it's probably the most important thing.
It's exactly. If it's not fitting in my ears, how am I gonna wear them?
And you know what? This is my second time getting them, because like Obi destroyed the first pair.
Damn, bro.
And
it's funny because this is my second time getting mine.
I don't know. Like, I should have gone with a different, like, a more comfortable like wear, but I was like, nah, I gotta get because Apple, because. Yeah, no, those are dope. Those look like some alien shit.
You feel me?
Those look like some alien shit.
They just sit in the air, boom, right there.
They don't fall out, nothing, you do all that.
Don't go nowhere.
Damn, that's dope.
Bro, I'll be jumping rope with these bitches, bro.
Alright, well, I think that's what we're gonna call it. Do I have any announcements? Yeah, definitely check me out on socials. YouTube.
My socials.
I was about to say Twitter. I don't got Twitter. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all at Brad Alba. And make sure you stream my new song exclusive. Our new song exclusive. Mm-hmm. Dude, don't miss out on that record. Please, just don't miss out on that record.
I'm about to do my verse.
Let's get it.
I'm about to do my open verse. I'm about to do that. They got an open verse challenge on TikTok.
How long are we gonna run this? We should probably run this for a little while.
Yeah, run it for a while.
Yeah,
bro.
let's just because like nobody, like, we don't have a lot of people like submitting right now, but like I'm sure as the record grows, people will.
It's gonna
find
pick up.
it.
People gonna be like, oh nah, this shit hard. I need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Just like the Muni Long Girl, like that song started blowing up, and then everybody now want to do a verse to it. Mm-hmm. So I forgot to give my socials. I got a music video dropping on Friday. I said that. You can follow me on everything that's. I do have a Twitter. Don't use it really, but I do have a Twitter. What else? What's the other socials? Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all that. Superlative Sane, SuperlativeSain. Superlative Sane on everything. You can go to my website, superlativesane.com. But that's not what this is about right now. This is about the No BS podcast, and we are out of this bitch. And somebody's calling me. Oh, my shorty's calling me. Damn.
We want to thank Jeremiah again for coming out.
That was Thank you for having me, y'all.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
It was a stimulating conversation. Like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to come to the podcast, you live in the greater New York City area, definitely drop us a comment or like DM us. And we'll chop it up.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to keep in contact with us down below. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. All of that. And we'll see you guys next Friday. Peace.
Peace.